Hello, I'm John, this is Chad. We are Hidden Level Audio, and we are going to go through Krotos Dehumanizer Simple Monsters in a recording studio situation for recording metal vocals.
I'm liking this kind of more condensed version. It looks like a faster navigation of the previous that we did, and yeah, I'm excited to jump in. And I've listened to it a little bit. It sounds really good too. So
as you can see, it's just this handful of sliders and an envelope, and then you can kind of do another way to mix between the parameters that you have set. And then within each parameter, you can have it switch again. So if you look at the sliders here, you see size and fury. Then you see size and fury. You can see that they're both just kind of up. Go over here. That's probably going to bring them both down. Yep. And then, you can just kind of do your blend in here. So you're not just going between all of them and making your sound by, clicking this, clicking that. You can kind of do a nice blend of how you want it to go. And then you got, your stereo spread if you have it on as a stereo plugin. Right now I just have it set to mono. And then, your wet dry of how much you want to go through. See, the sound will travel through the sample right here. So right now you have it at an elephant trumpeting. And then you have the sample level going through it, the sound of your voice going through it. And this will show you how fast you're going through that sample. So I'm just going to talk without you hearing it. Hey, 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 you can see how the envelope is up and how much it stays and how fast it goes through here. Then if I bring it down, it's going to kind of chill in this area of the sample here. So I'm going to bring this back to life so you can hear it, and I'll adjust the envelope so you can hear the difference. And then there's this solo sample playback where you can just kind of hear what the sample is doing. And they give you all sorts of sounds to mess with too. So this is a list of all the preset sounds that they provide you with, and you can also throw in your own sounds too. If you have your own sample library, you can definitely throw your own sounds in as well. All the presets that they give you are all just in this load section, and then you get all these different categories.
I noticed they had one called Gargling Beast. Gargling Beast. In growls and roars. Right there.
All right, well, let's hear what it sounds like to be a gargly beast. So some other stuff that's in here that's kind of cool is you have your ability to automate the plugin. So if you have some stuff you want to do with it, you can automate different things. Which can be kind of cool. So to automate it, this is how you do it in Pro Tools. Every DAW is going to have their own way to do it. But so you just, you go there, you add what you want to automate, the wet dry.
I was kind of hoping you would do this, actually.
Right.
It's
so
just
then
a cool thing to do, period.
Here's your here's your lane for your wet dry. So right now it's 100% wet. So I'm going to go down to 100% dry, and you can see in the plugin where I'm at, I'm totally dry. Go over here and it's wet, so you can kind of see, then you can just automate your lane, and so then when you play back, make sure that you're being able to read it. And right here, and then about here, you're gonna be 100% wet. Hopefully this works. I am changing.
You can see it go up.
I am changing. Another way to go about doing it instead of drawing in your line there. So I'm going to get rid of that. You can, in Pro Tools anyway, you set this to touch. And then, so then you just hit go. So I'm going to bring this down to 100% dry.
Right.
You hit go, and then you can kind of just do it on your own. I am changing. I am changing. So that recorded that of me actually moving it, and so you can actually like kind of do it in time as you go along. So you're not just committed to, writing in dots. It puts all the dots in for you.
And to me, that looks like it's a little more fun.
Right.
But
then what you could do from there is, so let's just say you have all that written and you want to just kind of have it there and you want to commit it. You just click on the file there and then you can just hit commit. Make sure you want to do how you want it to do its thing. Looks like I wrote the automation and everything. I just copied that over, so it's going to copy over my automation. So it's just kind of one cool way. So now you can change your preset. So if you have what you want to have done set with your automation, you can just kind of go through some different presets. So let's just take this little spot right here. I'll loop this a couple of times and kind of mess with these settings. I'll mess with the XY pad so you can kind of see how quickly you can get from these different characteristics.
There you go.
I am changing. I am changing.
And so then you can also load in your own sample by clicking this guy.
And you only have just a few things to choose from out of your personal library.
Just a few.
Yes.
And so here's the sample that I chose. Save it, and I'm gonna rename it "Children
of the
Synth."
Synth. Okay.
So save, and then that's going to come up here under your user presets. So you're never going to lose the original preset. It's just going to give you, a new list of your own stuff that you got going on.
Which you could go in and grab any of their presets, make your own presets from their presets.
Yeah,
choose.
Exactly.
Build your whole own volume of what you like.
So it seems like for like the heavy stuff, like for doing like metal vocals, you probably want to add a lot of the character in there. That kind of seems like the grit of the whole thing. Where like, you probably want to find some kind of they call this the convolution scrubbing, scrubbing convolution is what they call it. So however fast you want to go through there. So you find something that probably has some girth to it. And that can be, kind of what you want to go with as far as having like some low vocals and like some just kind of dirt to your vocals, but how fast you want it to go through. And then some like, lower your voice a little bit. Maybe not a lot of wildness. That seems to kind of be a little weird pitchy stuff that, definitely has its uses.
Yes. Can you see?
I mean, that's, I can scratch in a vocal if there's a bunch of heavy stuff going on under that. I could definitely put something with that.
Yeah, I did. That would suffice, I think, for the very least scratch. But yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
That sounded better.
I like that one.
But anyways, so I mean that could be just a quick way to, you know, record a couple quick scratch tracks, and this program does get a lot deeper. I mean, but they just give you so many different presets to go through, and like, you know, we barely just touched what they got, and you know, this is kind of their preset there, and you know, just I know that you can download a free version of it and you know, test it out for like a week or so. It's definitely a cool tool to have in your arsenal of stuff for songwriters trying to just get down ideas or real things. If you get something dialed in that you like, you know, a lot of people will get what I like to call demoitis, where, you know, they hear it one way for so long they actually like it and end up using it, you know. Let's look at one more. Let's see what it seems like. Let's see what children sound like.
Oh God, oh, no. I don't want this.
No! There is no truth. Incongruity between us. Walk the right doorway to access the realms beyond.
Not bad.
Children's up pretty bad.
That wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. It's rather pleasant.
Yeah, sure. Here's the children again. A little more character added. Give the children a little bit more age and a little bit more fury, just to kind of
love a furious child.
There is no truth. Incongruity between us. Walk the right doorway to access the realms beyond.
That's probably my favorite one.
Yeah, I know.
check out Krotos Audio. They're great company. So yeah, once again, I'm John and that's Chad, and we're Hidden Level Audio. You can go to hiddenlevelaudio.com. You can check us out on all the social medias. Pretty easy to find us. Here you go. So yeah, Krotos, check them out. Simple Monsters.
Peace.